What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Microtopia. Man, I gotta say I'm extremely pleased with all the progress that we have made in the last few episodes. Probably the last 6 to 7 episodes, I would say. Things have really changed for us, and I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna date this episode by what I'm about to say, but a new major patch dropped today. Patch 1.0.9, I think. 1.0.9, something like that. With it came 2 new items. One is a new type of ant. It's called a hazmat digger ant, and that will come in extremely handy in the next island we unlock. But essentially, it's immune to radiation, which, keep in mind, for the next island is going to have radiation. The next thing they gave us was this radio stockpile, which, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about, I think. Let's read what it does. A special stockpile you can use to build across several islands. Materials inside will be used to construct buildings anywhere on the map. I feel like in a game like this, I mean, this is extremely useful. This is almost to the point of broken. I feel like in games like this, logistics is one of the main challenges. And to have an item or a building or a stockpile that, kind of circumvents a whole mechanic, it just seems, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of, in this game in particular, it's very difficult to sort of utilize your ants properly. First you got to figure out what they do, right? I mean, this one, fancy, let's take this for example. A sophisticated cast made using the finest ingredients, it ranks among the fastest in a colony. I mean, that gives a brief description, but it doesn't tell you what the ant's capable of. Like, can it cut plants? Can it haul? Can it do mining? It doesn't tell you anything like that. So I feel like, if the devs added this information onto the, the card here that tells you what's going on, it would be much more helpful. Oh, here it comes. What's wrong, my dude?
Here, baby.
What's happening?
He was gonna drop it, so I carried it for you.
It's okay. Mommy helping you. What happened? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That's sometimes you gotta comfort a baby, It's just how it goes. Anyway, I feel like if they better utilize the information, to us as a player, that would be helpful in what we can anticipate sort of what to do. As it is, you gotta unlock it, you gotta build it, then you can see what it does. So that doesn't really help you to build things that are, or construct trail layouts that are efficient right away. You got to kind of play with it, and then what if you send it to a recycler? What does it recycle into? Those things would be helpful for us. I personally, my personal opinion, but I feel like that would be more helpful than a building like this that just sort of circumvents all the mechanics. This fancy ant, as it turns out, how long does it live? This lives for 20 minutes, and you could go between multiple islands with bridges with the fancy ant. I mean, it has so many uses, but I think like the problem is that again, it's not very, I wouldn't say not intuitive, but it's not very easy to understand what things do. Like, look at this final tech, the jet drone. I mean, this thing does exactly what you want it to do, right? What that building does. This is a super fast drone, right? And some of the islands are far away from each other, but you know, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just want to keep playing though, because I'm gonna try not to use this radio stockpile. I'll unlock it probably, but I'm gonna try not to use it, because I feel like again the logistics challenge is one of the main draws to this game. So let's keep playing. That's enough of my thoughts on um, this update. But you know, as far as the way the rest of the colony is going, I really love it, and we made this just incredible layout right here that is going to help us to create gynes. Let's let this play, because we have 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes. So let's just let this play. And for all you astute viewers out here that saw that I did not add a elder trail on the actual, you know, loop here, good for you, because I sure didn't. And it costs you, you know. Let's get this going while we have the time, because again we have to let this timer tick down. And speaking of timers, I'm going to start my timer just because I don't want this video to be too long, but I'd really love to see the first Gyne launch. Yeah. So right now we're just creating a couple of new mining pathways that our let's see if we can do this, that our ants are going to enter, or these ones are going to go in, because we have it set up so that we're only using some of it. You know, we're not trying to mine it completely out, which I mean may or may not be a good thing, but in the end, but you know, that's what we're going to do for now, because we want to really focus on getting the other parts of the map that we're utilizing. You know, we want to focus on those first. What are we missing here? No light bulbs, of course. It's okay, they're coming. We only need 1 an hour right now anyway. We're not trying to break the sound barrier. You know, we're not trying to go crazy. We're just happy to have a single Gyne coming. And oops, don't do that. Gotta go this way. Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can always change the direction. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue making these trails. Something like that. Now they can both throw onto this trail. And what we'll do is we'll create our stockpile gates. Something like that. Oops. Sometimes it gets tricky when you get really far away with the camera, you know? And I guess we didn't really want to do that. We need to do something else. We need to do this. And we need to do this. Perfect. And then we can do that. Okay. Now we want to assign this here to, if there's less than, say, 370. What's this one set to? 325? Yeah, we can do 370. And we'll set this to 3. And oh, this is another addition that's great. They added these buttons here. Perfect. I love that update, or that addition. That's beautiful. Another thing we need to work on that I noticed is we do not have, in here, we have some flowers that are not being picked up. And we want to pick those flowers up. We want every flower we can in this area. And I think there's like a whole row in there that wasn't getting picked up, so we want that. Everything else looks really good. We're doing great stuff here. We don't want to use any light bulbs. We don't have any light bulbs anyway, which is not good. And I want to do something like this to update this trail. Okay. Yeah, let's go here and head this back in. Well, it looks like we lost a little larva there. That's not good. There we go. Now eventually, now they won't get stuck in there. I don't know if we're ready to do it the other way yet. We produce so many larvae. Okay. Another thing we really need to do then is get on this colony as soon as we can. We're working our way through it. We just need to get these built, and then we'll be able to do it. And this colony, we need to get. Oh, we did get it going. Perfect. We don't have any. Oh, we need to change this to here. And we need to change this. Where does this get it from? Okay, it already gets from there. Beautiful. Okay. Eventually, it'll be time to revamp this airport, but we're not quite there yet. We're still working on things. Let's let this guy drop his work. Okay. This one is pretty good. Building plenty. Looks like we're able to outproduce what we're taking away here. And eventually, again, this will stop. How many are we? 375? That's so many. Let's change this to like 160. And let's change this to like 135. And that's another thing we need to get. We should start utilizing our ants to do some different things. Take, for example, if we send our workers through. If you're not a small worker, don't go in there. Everybody else can, because they can cut plants as well. We'll start working on this. You may leave. And we'll bring this stockpile over here that is already attached to everything. And we'll say enter if less than, you know, whatever. If, like, you know, less than, I don't know, 300. And then you may go here. And just because, you know, it is not forever, we're not worried about how things look. Let's put like 3 in here. We can do more over here, right? Look, there's a nice patch over here. We can do the same thing. Yeah, that's probably not... Probably better if we do here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll do it. Okay, let's do like this. I don't like it. Do something like that. And if they're carrying anything, hopefully they don't get stuck in here for too long. Maybe we can make it so they walk right in there. Let's do this, and then we'll do this. It doesn't need to be perfect. Maybe we can do the same thing here, where we have a cast gate. Let's say you guys walk in here. If you're not a small ant. Oops. That's okay. That's better. We can do a couple in here. And we'll assign this to the stockpile. Less than... Again, let's do like 300. Yep, now we got a... Now we got a nice little setup going for some fiber. It's very important that we maintain our fiber stock, especially because if our crusher here can't keep up, then we cannot make what's happening. Oh, this is not good. How'd that happen? They both went in there at the same time. That's a new. That's an error that I've seen in a couple of these. So. Okay, you should not be able to do that again. And alternatively, oops, we should do this. And then, of course, like that. Just double check. Perfect. Just double check. Uh-oh. Started on the wrong one. There we go. And this fiber belongs here, so let's put that there. Or that fabric, I should say. Alright. Looks like light bulbs is going to be our main constraint, but we're creating them again. So we should be able to... what's this say? Under 30? Yeah, okay, perfect. Alright. So that's where, you know, this comes in handy. Being able to send our guys back and forth. You know, maybe these guys for now. But we need our concrete. And we haven't started mining any concrete over here. I don't think we have any rubble. Nope. It says no screws. We can change that to this one. And let's allow him drop his burden. Oh. See what he picks up. Probably, yeah, probably one of those again. Right. Much better. Okay. Alright. I think that, you know, everything that needed fixing, maybe, hopefully, has been fixed. And we are getting rubble, which is nice. Probably want over 100 in here. Let's say, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, all in all, I feel good, pretty good about this colony. Oh, except for here. Yep, didn't think of this. Did not remember to do this part. And there's so much fiber over here. Yeah. You know, pretty much is not going to be a problem. Even, you know, and there's so much fiber on that island. I mean, look at that. All that is, that whole mess is fiber. But we do use a lot of it. We do use a lot of it. Okay, we've lost quite a few already. Fantastic. Let's change to this. Again, we want to make our resources as renewable as possible. How are we doing here? Almost finished? No, but we need to get that going too, but we'll get there. We've colonized that island exceptionally early, in my opinion. Just because we could, and we really wanted the energy pod 2s to begin making our Gynes. How many drones do we have overall? Only 7 drones. Okay, that was probably an issue. We probably were running out of drones. Because we didn't have fabric in here. So the first thing when we do after this is we're going to come around here and clear this area out. Again, we want all this. Another thing they changed is the cost of the concrete core. It's brutal. I understand. It's completely overpowered for just one Gyne point or one yellow science, but man, heartbroken. There's a very loud airplane, I think, flying overhead. Whoa, we made a second Gyne. Let's go. Okay, let's do this then. Can we build another one of these? Yes, we can. Wow, I'm impressed. I did not think we were able to get that many. But now we're going to get 2 yellow science. It looks like we're ready to have another one. So you can see how quickly you can build up the yellow science, which is why I really wanted to get this done as quickly as possible, because this is the furthest I've ever gotten in a game, and unlocking these tier 2 inventor ants, that's 10 yellow science, which is just, it's immense considering everything you have to do to unlock, you know, or to make one of these Gynes, right? It's not a joke. So the fact that we have 2 now waiting, color me impressed. What's happening here? Stop it! Stop it! Okay, so we are absolutely going to have to do that on here. We're clearly going to have to do that. But if you're carrying, go back here. Maybe we'll do it like that, huh? May or may not survive this guy, but I think he'll be alright. And really, this, you know, it doesn't have to be going all the time, but it should. And eventually, I mean, what don't we have to bring here? What don't we have to bring over here? What's the least? This is probably the least important thing, right? So if we change this to light bulbs, and we say only enter if there's more than what? I don't know, 50? And we change this to light bulbs. Then we can begin to hopefully outstrip, or, you know, go faster than whatever we're taking, you know, to make these guys. You know what I'm saying. Hopefully we can produce more than we need, really. Okay, did we begin making... Yes, we did. We finally have diodes. Beautiful. We made our first diode. Why is he dying? Oh, because he's like, Master, I can't go any longer. Please, end my suffering. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Get over here. Okay, we ended it. You're good. You're good to go. So, less than 300. More than 0. More than 1. Yeah, okay. And that is that. Okay, so the next person that walks in there should create another one. And I don't know what the hell happened. Enter if not carrying. Okay, that gate is fine. Okay. I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. Again, we're trying to not use too many resources on this island, I guess. That's our goal, is to just use what we need. While on this island, it's like, let's go, baby. We're going all the way. Okay. And I like that, because, yeah. You know, this is our... Do it for the queen. Do it for her, right? Okay. Pardon me. See if we... Yeah, we can probably expand this a little bit. And we can make, let's see. Can we make more slingers over here, actually? What if we put a slinger here? Oh wow, we have quite a few. Never mind. Obligatory wipe text. Please tell me we have not killed ourselves here. We have done so. Because we have reached critical mass. Okay, what are we gonna do? I know one thing that we can do. The next light bulb that comes here, we'll put here. And that should be able to catalyze us into the next population zone. One light bulb. There it is. Watch them go now. Zoop, 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 zoop. So right now we need to be feeding the queen almost 1 energy per second. Looks like 3/4 of an energy per second. And looks like we're able to keep up with that demand. As long as both of our workers are in there. But, you know, that one little light bulb helps, and that will allow us to utilize our energy stores, even minutely. But, yeah, everything will keep going, because we won't be able to use anything here. I mean, how many small workers do we have over here? Okay, we still have a few here, but you know, we're only allowed 3 or 4 more ants before we have too many ants. As you can see, it's really piling up now, which is good. We kind of like that. We kind of like ourselves to be in the driver's seat that way. It looks like we're making another one. Do you think we can do it in 15 minutes? I feel like we can do it in 15 minutes, folks. Really want to get this pipeline going. Let's see how much is that going to cost. Will it tell us? It will not. Let's just build it. 110. Okay, we have plenty of this. And let's send you. Send you out of there. So we build everything back up. And how are we coming along here? Look at this. Let's watch it for a moment. Looks like it's just barely going down. Actually, hard to tell. It's hard to tell, folks. It's stabilized, honestly. So, looks really good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to, you know, I don't want to brag or anything. You know, I did do it. I did this myself, but looking pretty damn good there, Sonka. I'm very happy. Look how quickly this is going. We might do this, folks. Depending on how quickly the drones can come in. Of course, we won't be able to use her unless we can complete the bridge and then complete the Gyne liftoff place. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Let's do this really quickly. Let's send this. Let's send this here. And this does what? Okay, this can go into this one. There's just so much more here. Okay, this can be concluded, but as an experiment, 100% a success. I will consider that as a success. Go back on there. Okay. And yeah, don't get attached to... Oh, this is probably not a good idea, huh? I'm just seeing that. Okay. So let's get you out of here. We'll fix this. Let's get you out of here. We'll fix this. So what are we saying here? If you're carrying something, maybe go there. Yeah, let's do that. That way we can make it look somewhat nicer. Like that. And we have eclipsed our last population capacity, which is highly beneficial for us. Now our population has skyrocketed over here. We're back to collecting. Okay. How close are we? We really need to get the iron over there. More than anything. Move this over here for now, because what we really need to do next is we need to get this part out of here. This has got to be like top priority. We need this space. All this over here, it's got to go. Let's just send one over here. Like that. There we go. Easy fix. We'll set ourselves up here for success. I try to keep my design the same for everything I do. I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm not open to change, but what it does mean is that once I find a design that I like, that is easy to use, I use it. Okay, that's the time, so we got about 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, perfect. We're looking really good here. This is over 391. Why 391? Because the max is 392. So once the 392nd one goes in there, they stop trying to drop it off, which they can't do, and they walk through here and drop it off on the next one. This has 360. We have 155 in there. That means we got enough space for all of it. And let's actually do this so that we can also do this. And then what do they do? Is there, if you're a miner, you go that way. Okay. Let's get them here, okay. So that's one of the things that I wanted to go over, I guess, when I was talking at the beginning about, you know, the changes that they made to the game with regards to the that new building that lets you build with an item from anywhere on any island, and why it's so useful but so broken at the same time. What is all this? Why did what the hell happened here? It's like a massacre. Let's change this to rubble. Okay. So, well, we were talking about why having the hang on, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I know what I'm trying to say. But this is using 100% of my monkey brain. And I can't, can only focus on one thing at a time, sorry. Okay, so what we were talking about how, you know, there's basically finite resources until you get to certain islands and stuff like that. And even then, I mean, it is finite, it doesn't come back. The only way that it does come back is, you know, by recycling your ants and things like that. But what I'm trying to say is, until we discover the next island, maybe I already touched on this, but until we discover the next island, this is pretty much all the glass we have. Right here. This is it. And that is one of the base challenges of a game like this, right? How do you manage these resources? It's not like Satisfactory, which I love, and maybe one day I will cover a series on Satisfactory, but you know, the resources here are finite, and how you use them is important. Just for the record, I have 800 hours in Satisfactory, so I'm not against. If you're over the age of 30 and watching this, you'll understand. But you know, there's some glass here, but you know, in terms of things, that's not a lot. If you expand too quickly, if you use all your glass too quickly on frivolous things like, you know, building pod workers that you can't recharge in time, those are finite resources that you can't get back. You know, you can, as we found out in this playthrough, get glass from certain ants in recycling, but you know, you cannot rely on recycling your small ants and then surviving. You know, you need all these ants to do the things that you... Look, we're gonna get this, folks. We are gonna get this. There's 7 minutes left. Okay, it's not time. It's not time. This is gonna be more important. This is gonna be infinitely more important. Okay. One more block. One more iron block. Come on, iron block. There we go. So yeah, and I think that's good to be able to manage your resources well, to show the interconnectedness of the island. And when you add something like, you know, that radio storage that lets you build from anywhere on any island as long as you have stuff in there, I mean, it's, you know, yeah, I get it. I understand. Maybe from a gameplay perspective, it's too restrictive, but you know, I think it's just a lack of understanding of the mechanics more than it is, you know, anything that's too difficult for people. Too difficult to understand, I should say. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean you can't. It just means you haven't yet. You know? I'm just thinking, what if we did like this? Because I'm just looking at it and we could get it. We could get it to this way. Ah. Like that? Much nicer. Already much nicer. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yep, feels good, looks good. We could actually change this one more time, though. There we go. I really like that. Do we have any flyers? We have 8 flyers. Should get it done. That'd be upsetting, I guess. Not too bad, but that would be a little upsetting if we didn't get this last guy out. But, you know, pretty efficient little setup, I think. And again, once we are able to get all these islands interconnected, we'll really be able to see the power of what we can do and what, you know, I feel like is the intention of a game like this. Or at least, you know, I can't speak for the developer, but, you know, it sure seems that way. And let's set these to 0. And did we run it? No, we did not. Okay, good. We're just going to make something completely ugly, absolutely hideous, but, you know, it's going to have to do for now. That must have been like our first rebel on this island ever. Okay. I'm just realizing this does not have the elderly protection that it needs. Mm-hmm. We're okay. We're doing well. We don't have too much to micromanage anymore. And I really feel like that's important. And we'll need more of these guys in here. That's fine. We can do like 20. We have plenty. Look at all the lively souls we have. Let's delete this one and this one. Oh. Okay, we got 53 seconds until the nuptial flight. We're really not going to do this? The next one that lands, you're coming with me. Go here. Come on. Let's go. Go here. Quickly. This is so sad. And don't you dare go in there either. Go in there. 19 seconds. No, we could have gotten 3. We could have had 3. We're gonna get 2. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. A bit longer than expected. A lot longer than expected, actually. But I think it's worth it. Like, there they go. Whee! And hopefully she goes. She doesn't go. 1. Nope. But she'll go. And we'll get 3 in the next one. There they are. You see these big girls? Getting ready to start their own colonies. Beautiful thing, isn't it? Wait until the end of the nuptial flight. Take a look at our stats. Not going to be too great, but they're not going to be they're not going to be bad. I don't think. We've done an exceptional job, I think. Exceptional, I would say. Alright, let's take a look. Is it going to show us? Is it going to show us our stats? I don't know. Well, it's been long enough. Oh, there you go. Okay, so down to only 85 small workers and then 3 large workers. Only 12 drones and 10 adventure ants that we... but that's, you know, they count as death when they are used to... when they're popped. 62 small digger ants. You saw up there, we made that mistake before. But it won't be like that anymore. 1 princess ant died, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Our first one died. Only 3 iron workers. That's a good start. And 47 pod workers after the debacle of trying to set up our new Gyne setup. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care.